The following is a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.
Welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is Richard. Well, if you are looking for your first cruise, then look no further, because today we are cruising with MSC Cruises. These are beautiful cruise ships with lovely interiors, travelling some fabulous destinations. And if you have cruised with MSC Cruises before, you'll know it's a cruise like no other. There's even that lovely Mediterranean feel on board. And I'm pretty sure you'll be looking for your next cruise with them right now. And we've got some lovely itineraries for next year, and we've even got some balcony stateroom upgrades as well. So make sure you're sitting comfortably with a pen and paper handy and the phone, because I think you're going to need them. But first of all, to tell us a little bit more about MSC Cruises, it's Richard.
Thanks so much indeed, Carly. Well, MSC Cruises are proud to offer unique holidays continuing a 300-year family seafaring tradition. Currently, their fleet of ultra-modern cruise ships have been superbly designed and beautifully decorated by master architects. Now on board you can expect a whole world of discovery opportunities, outstanding entertainment, gourmet dining and indulgent pampering in the MSC Aurea Spa if you want to be pampered whilst at sea. There are events going on all around the clock with live music, Broadway performances, games and spectacular shows that you can enjoy every single day. When it comes to dining with MSC Cruises, there's a choice for everyone with a buffet that's open 20 hours a day. And right now has never been a better time to book your MSC Cruise holiday with the cruise experts here at Vision Cruise. So sit yourself down, get a pen, get your paper, get the phone, because I think you're going to need it.
Well, the MSC Magnifica is going to be travelling out of Southampton for the first time next year. So this first itinerary we've got for you is leaving Southampton and travelling around Northern Europe, including some of the lovely gems we've got right here in the UK. This is going in June next year. So let's join John now for a look around the Magnifica.
Well, here I am at the very heartbeat of the ship, the atrium. Reception's behind me, and then as you go up, it is absolutely gorgeous. The spiral staircases, there's a piano over there, and of an evening, it's such a relaxing place. Also, this is where I've just picked up my Daily Times, and this tells me what's happening around the ship, where and when. This is normally put in your bedroom just before you go to bed of an evening, so you'll know what's happening the next day. Do you know, when you look around the ship, it truly is Magnifica. Well, we've made it on board, and of course, it's the law of the sea. We've come to the buffet. Now, if you like pizza, I'm reliably informed this is some of the best pizza at sea. Gosh, it looks tempting. Oh, there's another one coming out now. Here we go. Whoa. You see, whatever sort of stateroom you choose with MSC, you're going to get great value for money. But for me, a balcony has it all, because when you pull into a port like we're in today in Barcelona, you've got the whole of the city skyline behind you. I can see the Sacred Familiar Church from here. I can see the Olympic Stadium, Montjuic, from my very own balcony. You see, that's the advantage of it all. But whatever you choose, I know you'll find it great value for money. Well, this is the indoor solarium, and it is absolutely lovely. There's the bubbling hot tubs there, there's a lovely heated pool here, and of course there's alfresco dining all around us. Plus, there's the ice cream. It's award-winning too, and there's so much of it to choose from. I think I'll go and have a little look. Well, there's so many kids clubs here on MSC, where from when they're very small to well, they're very cool. Now, I could be at the cool disco next door for all the cool teens, or I could be having a great time with Mr. Lego here and the MSC mascots. Where would you rather be? Now, you may spend absolute fortunes joining gym clubs and all that sort of thing, and they're great. I too waste a lot of money on them. But do you know what? It's better when you get them for free. And also, you don't get views like this from any gym I know.
And aren't they some great views that you get from the gym? And the gym is included in the price of your holiday. So this is a cruise that's going on the MSC Magnifica, and we're going to be taking in part of the British Isles on this Northern Europe itinerary. It's going on the 4th of June for 10 nights. We're going to be departing from Southampton, and our first port of call will be Le Havre. Now here you could choose to maybe have a walk around Le Havre itself and see all of the shopping opportunities for you, or you could take a trip to Paris for the day, or maybe even see the Normandy beaches. Then we're off to Invergordon is our next port of call here. You'll be enthralled by Scotland's Highland region here, with almost 2/3 of the country, which has got some spectacular scenery. Then we're on to South Queensferry. This is the port for Edinburgh, where you can see the Royal Mile. You've got Holyrood and the castle, of course. Then we're into Newcastle upon Tyne. You could take a trip here to the Metro Centre to get some shopping, or go and see the Angel of the North statue as well, which really is impressive. Then we're on to Amsterdam, will be our next destination here. We're going to be overnighting you in port, so maybe go to the Anne Frank house, take a canal cruise by night if you want to do that. And when we dock into Amsterdam as well is right in the heart next to the train station, and have a look at all the thousands of bicycles all by the station. Then we are going to be cruising you on to Hamburg. This will be our final port of call here, one of the largest ports in Europe. You've got St Michael's Cathedral and all of the shopping opportunities and the miniature wonderland as well, which await you when you arrive. Then we will cruise you back into Southampton. Now, we can get you on board from £749 per person, which is a great Vision Cruise price here. But just remember what's included with that price. You'll have your accommodation. Now, this is based on an inside. You'll have that serviced by a cabin steward twice daily. It'll be ensuite accommodation. And with MSC Cruises basing the Magnifica in Southampton for the duration of the summer 2018 season, there'll be things like tea and coffee making facilities in your stateroom, so you'll be able to make that. It's Yorkshire tea on board. There'll be a British cruise director, British comedian on board for you to enjoy. It's all the wonderful food that's available with that buffet, 20 hours a day. You've got your breakfast, lunch, dinner and all the snacks, and all of the great entertainment that takes place in the evening and also in the daytime as well. Now, on this particular itinerary, we're going to be enjoying 2 sea days, and on board a sea day with MSC Cruises, there really is so much to do. There will be a daily programme that's posted inside your room every single evening that will tell you what's going on around the ship the following day, so you can really plan your day ahead to make sure that you get the best of everything and see as much as you possibly can. But if you just want to sit down on top deck, read a book and maybe have a cocktail in hand, you can do that as well. If you wanted to add a drinks package, by the way, we can add that for you. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately to add the drinks package in. And if you want to take the grandkids as well, they'll have a great time on board. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately for taking them as well. The number you need to make a note of if you're in the Republic of Ireland is 1800 80 55 00, and if you're in the UK it's 0800 655 6449.
Well, when I was cruising, one of the things I really loved was going on an itinerary that included places here in the UK. Maybe it's places you've never been to and you thought, I don't fancy driving all the way to Edinburgh, say, or getting the train up there, or across from the west coast to Scotland. I can't be bothered getting the train or driving. You don't have to. This is a wonderful way to see the hidden gems we've got right here in the UK on a beautiful MSC cruise, and you get the added highlight of visiting those other ports in Europe as well. What are you waiting for? If you've never cruised before, this is a wonderful place to start. Get yourself on the phone. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to sail you out from Southampton and head for our first port of call, Le Havre. This is where you could head into Paris for the day, one of my favourite cities in the world, Paris. You go to the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, Champs-Élysées, maybe head up to the Sacré-Cœur. The views of Paris from up there are just spectacular. Then from Le Havre we are going to sail on to Invergordon. I did a rip tour when I visited Invergordon and saw lots of things like porpoises, many different birds, and enjoyed a little dram of whiskey afterwards, so I'd highly recommend that. Then we are into South Queensferry. This is of course where you can visit Edinburgh, stroll around the castle or the lovely shopping streets, and the zoo is well worth a visit as well. Then we're going to sail you on to Newcastle. There's some great shopping opportunities in this friendly city. Maybe head to the Metro Centre for the day. Then we're going to sail you to Amsterdam. Now you've got your overnight in port and there's so much to do. Maybe enjoy a walk along the narrow canals or head into the Dutch countryside and see authentic wooden houses and fishing villages. Then our final port of call will be Hamburg. A trip to the fish market is well worth a visit, and maybe enjoy a fine dining experience along the river before we sail you back in to Southampton. And all of that from fares of £749 for the inside stateroom. What are you waiting for? This is a lovely itinerary, a great chance to see some wonderful cities. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and again we are taking you on board the MSC Magnifica. So we're going to rejoin John now and take another little look around.
Well, you know, when you've been working out in the gym and you've been relaxing at the spa and bubbling away, maybe having some treatments, you then want to be regenerated, and this is where this comes in. It's a wonderful experience. It's the spa bar where they have some wonderful drinks, things like they can do deep cleansing, total relaxation, ultimate youth, purity and beautiful skin. Well, I do have most of that anyway, but do you know what? I'll go for ultimate youth. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, thank you very much. Now, this is the Berry Berry Bliss. It's strawberries, pomegranate syrup, cranberry juice. It's going to make me young again. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, well, cheers. Feel 21 again already. Do you know what? Even if you're a major sports fan, you won't miss a moment of anything. They've got Sky Sports on board. Do you know, when you get to bars like this, it's great because it's a specialty coffee bar, coffee and chocolates, and my goodness, they've got all the usual stuff like the lattes and things that you like, but also they've got frozen coffee delights, things like vanilla chocolate cappuccino, which sounds gorgeous, caramel coffee frost, and then there's the chocolate ones like classic chocolate, chocolate zero. I think I'll go for the chocolate zero because that sounds as though it could be slimming. Do you know, this is the main restaurant and it is absolutely wonderful, as you can see. All set up for main service. Now tonight, there's just the 7 courses, obviously. I can't take all that. Cut out the salad and the soup, shall we? And we'll carry on. You know, standing on top deck here of MSC Magnifica, it's not hard to see why so many people love her time and time again. There's the wonderful pools areas here. There's the wonderful facilities for the children that they'll just fall in love with. There's the wonderful food, of course. There's the fabulous theatres, the comfortable staterooms, the marvellous areas around the ship where there's music emanating all through the night. And of course, there's the friendly crew just wanting to help you. Everything that they can do for you, they certainly do. They say it's a cruise like no other, and no matter where you go on the MSC Magnifica, I think you'll find it's a holiday like no other as well.
Indeed it is, and there are so many facilities that you could be enjoying around the ship, not only on top deck but also inside as well. And as I said before, with MSC sailing from Southampton, the MSC Magnifica, in throughout 2018, there's lots of new things being added to tailor to the British tastes and comforts. I'll tell you more about those a little bit later on. So this is the MSC Magnifica, and we're taking in Northern Europe once again, but we're going to a different part now. We've got an 11-night holiday lined up for you on the 24th of May. Now we're going to be cruising in and out of Southampton, and that's really good because you arrive at the port of Southampton, all your porterage is taken care of for you, your bags will be put on board by the porters there. You head through to the check-in building, you just show your ticket, your passport and your card to register for your onboard purchases. You head through security and then you are on board straight away. It really is instant, and that's when your holiday does begin. You unpack just the once and then we're going to take you to some great ports of call. We'll wave goodbye to Southampton and our first port will be Le Havre. Now here, if you've never been to Paris, maybe you could head to Paris for the day here and enjoy what the city has to offer. If you want an excursion booked, we can sort that out for you here at Vision Cruise before you go. Then we're on to La Coruña, is our next port of call here. You've got a great sail into La Coruña past the Tower of Hercules, and the city itself really is walkable, and you'll dock in the heart of the city. Then on to Bilbao is our next port of call. What you can see here is just outside the Guggenheim Museum, which is a fantastic museum to go and have a walk round. Then we're on to Le Verdon-sur-Mer, which is the port for Bordeaux. So maybe you can visit some great vineyards whilst you're here, maybe pick up some Bordeaux wine for people back home. Then we're going to cruise you on to Amsterdam is our next port of call, and the cruise into Amsterdam through the rivers. You can be on top deck and you can watch the cruise in. The ship will dock right next to the station in the heart of the city, so everything is really walkable. We're overnighting in port, so you can maybe head back on board for your evening meal and the entertainment, and then go out and explore what Amsterdam has to offer. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Hamburg. This will be our final destination here as well. You've got some great markets in Hamburg, and then we're going to be cruising you back to Southampton. Now this is an 11-night holiday that's going on the 24th of May next year, and this price here of £1,099 per person is a great price when you think of what's included. But this price is for a balcony stateroom, so just think you can be arriving into ports like Amsterdam, you can watch the sail in from your own balcony. Similarly, when you're arriving into Hamburg as well, you can see the sailing from your own balcony, and also the sail away from the ports of call as well, to watch all the people that have come to wave you off and wish you well on your trip. So this is for a balcony room for £1,099 per person. We will also enrol you into our loyalty scheme here at Vision Cruise, Vision Plus. Now this is our own programme that we've put together here, and it's got all of its own benefits. We'll also enrol you into MSC Cruises loyalty programme, the Voyager Club as well. So you'll still pick up those points, but you'll also pick up Vision Plus points as well, and you don't get this anywhere else, only exclusively at Vision Cruise. Now when you give us a call on that number at the bottom of the screen, you'll get one of our dedicated cruise consultants who will take you through every step of the booking process. And any question you may have, like what's the dress code on board, what's the dining times like, don't think any questions silly. If you've got any questions at all, you can always give us a call on that number and we'll gladly go through everything with you. But if you want to be on board in May next year for 11 nights from your own balcony stateroom for just £1,099 per person, all you have to do is give us a call. And if you want to take the grandkids as well, they will love it. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately for them. The number you need to make a note of is 0800 655 6449.
Well, there are so many different highlights to this cruise. First of all, that beautiful cruise ship. Second of all, you're visiting 4 different countries in this one cruise. All of these destinations have got something wonderful going on that you can go and visit, or you could just stay on board as well. There's wonderful entertainment, fabulous food, and at that price right there, it is incredible value for money for a balcony stateroom. And as Richard said, imagine all those wonderful sails in and sailed out where you can be sat on your balcony enjoying that private experience. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for our first port of call, Le Havre. Now, if you've already visited Paris, why not head to Normandy for the day, or Honfleur or Rouen even, and definitely sample some French cuisine while you're there. Then we're off to La Coruña, steeped in history and offering mouth-watering seafood and some great shopping opportunities here as well. Then from there, we're going to sail on to Bilbao. This is where you could visit the Guggenheim Museum, or maybe go on a Rioja wine tour. That sounds right up my street. Then we're off to Le Verdon-sur-Mer. You can take a trip to Bordeaux from here, or maybe stay in Le Verdon and relax on the beach, or cycle through the forest. Then our next port of call will be Amsterdam. You've got your overnight in port, and there's so much to do, from a canal cruise to visiting Anne Frank's house. I'd highly recommend that. It really is a wonderful thing to do. And perhaps explore like a local and hire a bike for the day. Then our final port of call will be Hamburg. Explore this fashionable city with its elegant buildings and fascinating history before we sail you back into Southampton. And those fares were for a balcony stateroom from just £1,099 per person. This is going in May next year for 11 nights. Wow. What a wonderful length cruise. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. So get yourself on the phone and on this cruise holiday. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and we're heading around Northern Europe in October next year. And we're back on board the Magnifica, so let's have a little look around.
Yeah, so we'll have another look around the MSC Magnifica to see what you can be enjoying. Now, as I said before, it's going to be sailing from Southampton for the duration of the summer 2018 season. So there's lots of new things being added. You will find on board a British cruise director. There'll be a British comedian and some of the entertainment. You'll be able to have access to British TV channels and British newspapers. In the buffet, you'll still be able to get all the pizzas and the pastas that MSC Cruises are known for, but you'll also be able to get a Sunday roast dinner as well. When it comes to having sauces with your meals, you'll get all the ketchups, the mustards that you have back home. There's even curry nights on board for you to enjoy. You'll have pies, scones and pastries as well, and afternoon tea that will be served on board. When it comes to the accommodation, what we've quoted you here, by the way, this is based on a balcony stateroom. We're upgrading you from an inside to a balcony. You're going to have tea and coffee and kettles in your room, and you're going to have Yorkshire tea that you can be enjoying. There'll be all the sports being shown, the football, the rugby, the F1, that will all be screened in the sports bar on board. Now, if you want some pampering, the spa you can see here brings some great massages and treatments. There's a sauna, a Turkish bath, a fitness centre, a relaxation area as well, and there's some great juices that you could be enjoying when you've had a workout as well. Now, the entertainment of an evening has so much going on that you can be enjoying. There's a disco, there's the 4D cinema, there's an internet cafe, there's a sports bar, there's a bowling alley, there's a 1,200 seater theatre, I should say, which will offer a great Broadway show with live entertainment every evening of your holiday. If you want to enjoy a quieter night, maybe step out onto the deck, have a drink and watch the sunset as we set sail for another port of call. Now, around the ship you will find 5 gourmet restaurants serving food from all around the world. There's 12 different bars and 5 different kids and teen clubs as well, all with their own themed venues that you can be enjoying. On top deck, you've got the open-air pool with 4 whirlpools, a solarium and an indoor pool as well with a retractable roof, allowing you to enjoy perfect bathing for whatever the weather. There's tennis, mini-golf, there's the gym, the jogging track, everything you could want on board. Here's some of the dining options for you. There are some specialty dining options if you want to head there for the day. Maybe you're celebrating a special anniversary or a special birthday on board. Why not treat yourself to one of the meals in the specialty dining restaurants? Here's the 1,200 seater theatre I was telling you about, where the British cruise director will greet you every single evening, will tell you what's going on around the ship, introduce the evening's entertainment and welcome you forward to the next port of call that we visit. So this is the MSC Magnifica going around Northern Europe once again. So we're not going too far away here, but we're going to some great ports of call all in the one holiday. This is departing from Southampton on the 8th of October and it's a 7-night holiday. We'll wave goodbye to Southampton and our first port of call will be Le Havre. Now, one of the things I like doing in Le Havre, I've been here a couple of times now, is find a pavement cafe, sit down and, Carly, one of our pastimes, people watch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can do that. Have a coffee and a croissant maybe when you're there. Then we're going to cruise you on to Zeebrugge, will be our next port of call here. You could head to Bruges for the day, take a horse-drawn carriage ride around the cobblestone streets and pick up some chocolates. Then we're on to Amsterdam, will be our next port of call that we can visit. Amsterdam really is a very walkable city and Amsterdam is quite flat, the city itself, so when you arrive on the ship you'll get great views from your balcony. You'll be able to see what's going on all around and take a river cruise. I really would recommend that. Then after that overnight in Amsterdam we are going to be cruising you on to Hamburg. There's many museums and galleries for you to go and explore here in Hamburg itself. Some great shopping opportunities for you too. Then we are going to be cruising you back to Southampton. So this is going away on the 8th of October for 7 nights, and this price here of £749 per person is a free upgrade from an inside to a balcony room. So you saw what the balcony room was like before. You'll be getting all of that included for that one price of £749 per person. And MSC Cruises offer some great shore excursions in the ports of call that we visit along the way. We gave you some ideas of things to do in the ports of call, but when you book your cruise holiday we will send you the confirmation and we'll send you the cruise excursion booklet, and that allows you to maximise your time in the different ports of call and book all of the excursions that you want to. And I think that's the best way of seeing the destination itself, by taking part in one of the organised excursions with MSC Cruises and join a local guide to find out about all what's going on around the town and city itself. Now, if you do want to take the kids with you, maybe you want to take the grandkids, this is a real experience for them, and you saw the kids clubs on board, and the kids clubs as well, they will look after the children throughout the daytime and into the evening as well, whilst you can maybe be burning off some of those calories in the gym, or enjoying a port talk or lecture, or maybe having an evening meal just with your loved one in one of the specialty restaurants if you want to have that. Now, this is going in October next year. We've got the 8th of October lined up for you. We can offer this particular itinerary on different dates, all the way from April right through until October. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately. The prices will vary, but this is based on the 8th of October departure. If you want more information, go to the website visioncruise.co.uk or call us on that number 0800 655 6449.
Well, if you've never cruised before, I would say this is a wonderful taster cruise. It's just 7 nights away. It's a great introduction to cruising. You get to see what it's all about. And something I would definitely recommend is going all-inclusive. Now, we can do that upgrade for you. There's some wonderful prices. So when you give us a call, we'll ask them to quote you for that as well, and we can add that on. And that way, you don't need to think about anything else. Your food, your entertainment, your drinks will all be included, and you'll have that wonderful balcony straight room. That's a pretty good start to cruising, I think. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to sail you out from Southampton and head for Le Havre. Now, the choice is entirely up to you. There are so many wonderful places you can visit from here, or as Richard said, you could just stay in Le Havre and relax for the day and enjoy a nice cup of coffee. Then from there, we're going to sail you on to Zeebrugge. Enjoy a stroll around Bruges perhaps, and enjoy a waffle or some chocolates, or perhaps a Belgian beer.
Oh yes.
Or maybe head to Brussels for the day. There's so many wonderful highlights there for you to see as well. Then we are off to Amsterdam, and you've got your overnight in port here. You could visit the windmills perhaps, or the Van Gogh Museum, or even the Heineken Experience. Then from there we're in to Hamburg. Visit St. Michael's Church, or maybe the International Maritime Museum. Just a couple of the wonderful things you can do in this cosmopolitan city. Then from there we are going to sail you back into Southampton, and all of that from fares of just £749 per person for your free inside to balcony upgrade. What a wonderful way to be cruising in your very own balcony stateroom.
I'd love to be there now.
Oh, me too. Get yourself on the phone on this wonderful cruise. It's 0800 655 6449. And if you'd like to see what other cruises MSC have got to offer, then have a little look on the website. It's there at the bottom of the screen, visioncruise.co.uk.
Got some great new ships that have just come out
Yes,
as well.
beautiful new cruise ships for you to take a look at, and some wonderful itineraries as well. But for myself and Richard, we'll see you next time.
See you very soon. Bye for now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.